Good morning. It's Tuesday, May the 16th. Good to have you with us. I'm Todd Duplantis. Welcome to Up to the Minute. Well, it's a beautiful day outside if you haven't been out there yet. I know one person who has, my co-host this morning. He's been outside because he's at the HCCTV studios this morning. Benjamin Escobar. Benji, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. The only reason why I went outside is because I had to come into the building, but that's only it. But it felt nice.
It's nice outside. You've been busy over the last couple of weeks. Right, you've been participating in all the graduation ceremonies, and you've been really busy, haven't you?
Yeah, very busy. But we all do it for the students and for their success in life. So it's amazing to see their accomplishment and finally having them walk the stage and graduating. So,
and I don't think people realize. So you work at HCCTV. You're almost a full-time employee there, and you've been with us for a little over a year. You were a student before that, but you're still a student at HCC, and you work two other jobs too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I work at a local church here. I do media for them, and also my parents have a restaurant, which is a whole other thing, you know.
So you're a busy guy all the time, and you've got a girlfriend too, right?
And that's a whole other job. So maybe 4 jobs, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And our producer's saying you're growing a beard now, so you got a lot going on there.
Yeah. Also, we got to take care of that. You know, just trying it out. You know, we'll see what happens. The girlfriend likes it though.
Oh, well, that's really in life, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
All right, Benji, we want to thank everyone watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're live just about every morning that HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. And Benji, they can also catch us in social media and on HCCTV.
Yes, we are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District, YouTube. We're also on Twitter, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV, our own TV channel, where you can catch a rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay, stick around, Benji, because we're going to be talking to this next guest. We've got the director of our International Services Program, Dr. Nithy Sevanthinathan, is joining us now. Nithy, it's always good to see you. I know you got some great stories of your students, very special things to talk about.
Thank you, Todd. I look forward.
All right, we're going to be with you in about 10 minutes, so stick around. Okay, it is Tasty Tuesday. We've got a returning guest, and you may recognize the restaurant. They were a food truck first. We're going to hear all about it. Don Jante is the chef and co-owner of Flippin' Patties Filipino restaurant. Don, good to see you back on the show. Before we get into the details of your journey, we know, tell us how you became known as the Filipino karaoke food truck. Tell us about that.
Oh, so we started about 10 years ago and just hit the streets with karaoke and our family recipes and Filipino flavors. Yeah.
And was the karaoke as popular as your food?
It was more popular than our food. That's the only reason why people came.
Love the karaoke. Yeah. Let's talk about the concept. You opened Flippin' Patties with your cousin to combine your cultures with something America could understand. We all love our hamburgers here. But who came up with the idea of Filipino hamburgers, and what does that involve?
So it was a favorite food of ours, and we thought it would be fitting to bridge that gap with burgers. So we used to make siopao. And then that's how we came up with the steamed buns and the burgers. Yeah.
And you always wanted to run a food truck? I mean, was that the fastest way to get your product out there?
No, we actually wanted to start a bakery, me and different cousins and my wife. But that didn't pan out. We were at some bar, Marquee 2, and then we saw a food truck out, and we figured that would be the most cost-effective way to get our product out.
And is it true when you first started, you were having like 100 people in line?
The first day it was rough. Yeah. The first couple of days, the first weeks. Yeah, it was intense.
At what point did you guys say, you know what, this is the way to go and quit your day jobs to get going with it?
We actually quit our day jobs. Well, I quit my day job to get it started way before. And yeah, we just decided to go all in and give it a shot. Thankfully, it worked out.
And you've got a brick and mortar now, and you also serve other dishes as well. Tell us about the toasted garlic rice dish.
Oh, so that's our kind of like a breakfast food. It's at our homes, it was a day old rice. So what our mom would do would cook it with garlic and garlic seasonings, and then make it really good with some longanisa, eggs, basically anything, even coffee. Like coffee on the rice.
Do y'all do all that at the restaurant too, the way your mom made it, or who taught you how to cook?
Yeah, we pretty much tried to do it the way our mothers did it. The only difference is they go by taste. They don't go by measurements.
Right.
So that's the difference. We had to figure out how to scale, all of the products and keep it all consistent. So that was tough. But yeah, we do it pretty much how our mom make it.
And also, I read in my notes that your grandmother was a big inspiration for you as well?
Yes, she was. So when I was little, she's kind of an entrepreneur. She was an entrepreneur. So she made shopals at the house. And that's the first time I remember seeing the shopals. So shopals is a steamed bun with meat inside. And then years later, me and my wife and one of my cousins from Philippines started making it at the house. So yeah, that's how it all started.
What is halo halo?
That's the most famous Filipino dish. So shaved ice, sugar palm, coconut jellies, different kinds of jellies, red mung bean, ube ice cream, vanilla ice cream. So there's a lot of different varieties too, how people make it. Some people put cereal in there.
Wow. Yeah. So you're going to be making something for us now, which is one of my favorite Filipino foods, lumpia. Maybe you can you can get started on that. And I've got a few other questions for you as well. But is this like a Filipino version of an egg roll? Would you describe it as that?
Yeah. So I think it originated, like they call it Shanghai rolls or Shanghai spring rolls, I think.
Okay.
Or they call it lumpia. We call it flip rolls here, but it's a family recipe. It's Filipino egg roll pretty much.
You want to show us your ingredients and get started with that?
Yeah. So it's really we try to keep everything natural and simple here. So we have our in-house ground pork. So we do a lot of trimmings when we smoke other dishes that we have here, and we use all the excess meat and we grind it up. Then we have just a couple ingredients. We got carrots. We use and the onions. Go ahead.
I'll tell you, I've rolled a few of these myself. My daughter's mother is half Filipino, so her mother, was in the house, and she actually taught me to roll a few of these. So I've had some experience making these. I can't get enough of them though.
Right? Yeah. The rolling is fun. But when we're rolling 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 a week, it's pretty back-breaking.
I guess so, yeah. Is this one of the more popular things? I imagine everybody comes in, will want it as maybe an appetizer or something as a side dish?
Yeah, we get a lot of catering orders for this.
Okay.
They like to order it by the hundreds. So, yeah, which is fun.
And first you got to bind it together.
I'm sorry?
You got an egg that was an egg to bind it all together?
That's correct, yes. Then we added, garlic, the black pepper, onions, carrots, seasonings, sea salt. Then we mix it all up. Really good.
And how long? I noticed the meats aren't cooked yet. How long do you have to bake these or do you fry them?
We fry them.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's about 5 minutes to fry.
Okay.
3 to 5 minutes. Yes, sir. So back when we used to make this at the house, we used to actually taste this raw, but not anymore. Thank goodness.
I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm down with a little raw meat every now and then.
All right, so there we got it. That's the base, and then we get our egg roll wrapper right here.
Which, folks, if you haven't bought egg roll wrappers, you need to bring them into your life. They're fun to play around with. You get them wet, and it's a whole different texture. It looks kind of weird when you first take them out of the package, but once you get them wet, they're like a very pliable texture.
That's correct. And add about 2 ounces of meat. And then we just roll. We roll up, roll down, roll back up. Close the sides, give it that good runway, and roll it till it's finished.
How many of those
So
can you
that's-
roll in a minute, Don?
Roll in a minute? Oh,
Yeah, how many could you do?
maybe 50.
50. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You're taking your time with that one, I noticed, so we could see it. And you fry it up till it gets golden brown, about 5 minutes, you say?
That's correct. At 325 to 350 oil.
Do you serve it
Yeah,
with
so-
fish sauce to dip in, or what exactly do you use to dip in it?
We serve it with chili sauce, sweet chili sauce, and also Filipinos love vinegar. So we have a spice vinegar called suka.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is
Yeah.
karaoke still part of your on the menu at your restaurant?
Oh, you know it. Every Friday night we do karaoke. Also, when people ask for it, we turn it up too.
Where can people find you? And we'll have your social media handles and all that in our post. But where is your physical location?
So we're in Energy Corridor, 1809 Eldridge Parkway, 77077.
All right.
Yeah, come check us out.
I'm going to get out there on a Friday night. I want to get my food on, man. Don, it's always
Let's
good.
do it.
We appreciate you being on the show. We wish you continued success out there in the Energy Corridor, and we're going to get out there soon.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks, Don. All right, Benji, there's another location you can take your girlfriend to. You know, we always try to get you hooked up with good places to take your girl, so you could take her there.
Yeah, there's some karaoke. I'm quite the singer, so I mean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's the challenge. The gauntlet has been thrown. All right. We're gonna see about that. I'm gonna check in. All right, you got a special guest with our International Student Services.
Yeah, we're moving on to Dr. Nithy Sevanthinathan, Director of the HCC International Student Services. Welcome back to the show, Nithy.
Hey, Benji. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good morning. And we thought you should join us on this special month because HCC's international student population is the largest in the U.S. And we're proud to say that. And our Asian enrollment is the second largest, I believe, and covering almost 50 countries, right?
Yes. So it's interesting that I'm on this show. You know, HEC is the largest with students from around the world among all community colleges in the country. It doesn't happen magically. It takes a lot of work. And my team is whom I like to be very thankful for their work. And they've been doing this every day, 5 days a week, and trying to serve our students from the very beginning, from the entry of the admission side all the way to the completion. And because there is a federal compliance as well. But today we are celebrating AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islanders Month. And we want to make sure that we include, the American version of these people who are also here. As you know, that Houston is a globally dynamic city. We just experienced the Filipino food, and I'm pretty sure we have much more of diversity in food, languages, and cultural exposure in our community and in our campuses.
Awesome. And why do you believe it's important to celebrate months like this, where it's Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month?
No, Benji, it's important because, that's the only way we will know who are the people living in our community. Many a times we may see someone from Asia and say, oh, no, he's from Latin America. Oh, no, he's from Africa. But having this exposure, having this experience, having these celebrations will allow us, from whichever pockets that we live within the Houston community, able to experience all types of food, from Indian food, Chinese food, Filipino food, Burmese food, Cambodian food, Vietnamese food. And that's the only way. Wow, you look same like from Vietnam, but the cultural experience, the food, the language, and the tradition may find some similarities, but also there are many uniqueness as well.
And I know I hear about Houston being a very diverse city. And I also hear that it's maybe the most diverse city in America. And why do you think Houston is an important city for these communities?
Benji, you need to, I think you may experience this every day. When you walk out on the street, when you go to a restaurant, when you go anywhere, you feel like welcome. That's the key. You can go across the country. Some people do not welcome certain group of people, which you may experience it, and it's happening every day. But whereas in Houston, you hear some ugly side of it. But in majority, if you go to any neighborhood, any restaurants, they welcome you. They want you to be part of this community. And that affirmation is what made the city grow again. It doesn't happen magically. There are people of diverse backgrounds here in Houston make that happen. Not one or two people like you, people around HEC, people around the greater Houston community make the effort on a daily basis. Nothing of this nature just born by itself. Doesn't work that way. We welcome you. We want you to be part of the opportunity and the economic prosperity and the educational growth that you can experience at Houston Community College is what we all are here for. And we want to affirm that on our daily basis.
Yeah. I think you brought up a good topic there. I think that's one of the beautiful things about the United States is that, it's just a bunch of cultures. And, like you said, we're not like one, we're like multiple, right? So it's like, let's say one day I'm feeling like for Mexican food, there's a Mexican restaurant, there's a Filipino restaurant, there's Vietnamese. We have all these varieties where maybe in some other countries you can't even do that, And I think that's one of the beautiful things about this country.
And this celebration will open the door. Hey, there are diverse foods and diverse opportunities for you to expose to. And that's what it is all about. If we don't celebrate it, people might not understand who these people are. That's something is very important. And having a month celebration is for you to expose a very, very diverse community. Because I really wanted to share something that just in Houston with HCC, we have students from Bangladesh, Burma, Cambodia, Chinese, Filipinos, Hmong, Indian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Laotian, Nepalese, Pakistani, Sri Lankan, Taiwanese, Thai, and Vietnamese. That's a diversity of students in HEC. Luckily, able to document these because it's very important to acknowledge people from this country who came here recently or who've been here for a long, long time. And the beautiful part is some of them may look like someone from Mexico. Really? They are not. But because of the way they look, but once you start, your accent is different. Remember, I tell that to my fellow international students, all of us grown up with accent. Nobody can take that away from us. Be proud of that. So I really wanted to make sure because the way we say certain words may not be the way it is pronounced correctly in English. But who speaks perfect English? Nobody.
Nobody, yeah. It's sometimes a very hard language, even for native speakers, right? So as director of HCC's International Student Program, do you see a lot of students from the AAPI regions?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We do. And, for the longest time, Vietnamese students has been the number one student in our HEC system. And not only that, because Vietnamese is also one of the largest community in the Houston and greater Houston area. If you see around HEC, especially within the 31 Main and Central, you see a quite number of Vietnamese restaurants, So that's your affirmation. That's your big affirmation. Yeah, we enjoy students from this region quite a bit, And I know this Monday we are hosting the summer orientation. So I'll see some of them from different parts of the world as well.
So how do you handle cultural and intellectual integration in and outside of HCC classrooms?
It's for them to engage in different events. And sometimes we put together certain events. Recently, we put together an event called How to Prepare a Resume in U.S. Employment. Remember, we all come with different understanding of how employment works. Sometimes in some part of the world, people write, people put their pictures, people tell their age, people tell what religious background they are from. Some of these does not apply. So that's another unique experience that we work with the Office of Career Services and also bring employers to talk about, hey, here's how you secure employment. Here's how you attend interviews. Here's how you prepare. This is an important part. And also intellectually, these students, come from different parts of the world because of their cultural understanding to a particular topic, whether it could be technology, could be maths, or could be science, could be just say English. The idea of thinking is very unique, and they were able to share that. If you read some of these novels or books that are written by Asian authors, like, wow, it could be the same topic, the way they narrate the story from their own cultural upbringing. It's very powerful. And that integration is what makes who we are. Because of who we are formed as a nation of immigrants. We are not a form of a nation of one. The immigrants is what made us to be who we are, with the diversity, with the intellectual contributions, with the talent. You see how we build this country, how we build Houston Community College. And that's what the power is. Everybody have an opportunity to share and make a difference in a diverse environment. And HCC affirms that on a daily basis.
Well, thank you. That was a beautiful message there, Nithy. Thank you so much, Dr. Nithy Sevanthinathan. He is the director of HCC International Student Services, and we'll have all of your info on our post after the show. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Benji, it's a pleasure, and I hope that everyone here in Houston will be able to celebrate AAPI. Make sure you go check out all the restaurants that exist in Houston, and that's the only way we have that diversity. If not, it'll be our own ignorance. Thank you.
All right. Thank you both. Always good to see you, Nithy. Okay, we've got some announcements to go through. Head them up and move them out, Benji, for HCC's Truck Rodeo. HCC's Automotive Center of Excellence will welcome all to its commercial truck driving rodeo. That's right. A competition with industry partners hosted by HCC's Northeast College. It happens from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, May the 20th at HCC's Northeast campus. Check out HCC's event calendar for more information. And we've also got another celebration of AAPI month that's happening in Houston, Avenida Houston.
Yeah, we have the AAPI Amplified at Avenida Houston. Celebrate Houston's vibrant Asian American Pacific Islander communities during AAPI Heritage Month at Avenida Houston. This free cultural celebration presented by Houston First Corporation invites everyone to join in as AAPI voices are amplified through traditional and contemporary dance, musical performances, and art. This will take place Saturday, May 20th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. at Avenida Houston. There's no need to register. Everyone is welcome. And we will have all of that info on our post after the show.
If you've got an interest in recording live music, check this out. Ableton Live Summer Workshop with Dave Sharma. Learn how to use Ableton Live music recording software this summer for $99 in just 2 sessions. You'll learn how to use the application for making beats and audio recordings in a state-of-the-art music studio. It happens noon to 4 p.m. Saturdays, June 3rd and 10th. HCC's North Forest campus. For more information, we'll have a registration link in our post after the show. And we've also got an Instagram exhibition that everyone can check out.
Yeah, Instagram. It's called the Instagram One College Exhibition. Instagram will be our gallery walls for an exhibition that features all studio classes from all colleges in the Houston Community College system. There's a viewing link now available through August 14th. It'll be on Instagram and also part of the HCC Visual Arts Center, where you can go to the app HCC_visual_arts. And also we'll have that on our post after the show.
If you've got a favorite faculty member who stands out or inspires you personally, academically, or professionally, the HCC Faculty Senate Professional Development Committee is accepting nominations for the Faculty Teaching Excellence Award, recognizing a commitment to student success. Nominations will be accepted through August 31st, and the 3 selected faculty winners will be announced at the 2023 Beta-Check Orman auction. Check our post after the show with all the details. And I know, have you registered for the fall yet? Or are you going to be going to school in the fall?
Yes, I will be going to the school this fall. So,
did you register yet?
I have not, but we need to.
You need to, because registration for the fall is open, Benji. Clock's ticking.
Yeah, so fall registration has now begun, but you can still register for summer. So hurry if you want to secure your course, professional location, etc. All classes offer in-person and online options like online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, hybrid lab. To learn more about these HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover costs, visit hccs.edu/apply. Again, hccs.edu/apply. Maybe I should listen to that message as well because I need to register.
Don't just speak it, do it. So just get the registration done. Hey, tomorrow on the show, one of our guests from Smart Manufacturing will be here to talk about another reason, talking about Comic Palooza, where he sets up a booth every year. And as HCC prepares to sign an important MOU to address a nursing shortage, we'll be talking with one of the partners at Dwyer Workforce Development about how we'll train 500 nurse apprentices at Coleman. All that and more tomorrow on the show. Benji, thanks for being here. Make sure you take your girlfriend to Flippin' Patties and let us know when you're going to be there singing on Fridays, okay?
Yeah, I'll be serenading her there, with some
got to see that.
burgers and stuff.
Yeah, burgers and serenading from Benji. It doesn't get much better, folks, but it will get better tomorrow morning because we'll be back live 10 a.m. right here.